Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Guteng. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Bunipassio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Boni lang yung tawag sa akin, Boni. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm Jeo Ambohot, 25 years old, 6'7", position, power forward. Nanggaling ako sa New Bataan, Davao de Oro, at doon ako natuto mag-basketball. Tinatawag nila akong Yoy. Di ko din alam ba't yung binabansag nila sa akin.
My name is Kenneth Villocando, from Tondo, forward, 6'2". Bago mag-start yung pandemic, nag-online training na kami. Hindi kami inaan ng loob para mag-give up hanggang sa matuloy-tuloy itong NCAA.
Hi, I'm Fran Yu, 23 years old, 5'9", point guard from the Letran Knights. Kami yung team to beat. Dagdag motivation na rin po para mas lalo namin galingan. Huwag po sana tayong mawala ng Arriba spirit.
Hi, I'm Makulad Mudanya, 20 years old, 5'11", shooting guard from Lyceum of the Philippines University. Nag-extra work talaga ako. Yung go-to workout ko, binalikan ko siya kung paano ako nag-work nung last season ko sa juniors.
Hi, I'm Marvin Taiwan, 25 years old, 5'8", point guard from the EAC Generals. Nakakatuwa, pinili ako ni coach na captain ball, kaya kailangan kong gampanan yung pagiging team captain.
Hi, I'm Prince Carlos, 21 years old, 5'11", and point guard from the CSB Blazers. I have to be more vocal sa floor, and I have to be like the extension of the coach. So I have to improve on my leadership talaga.
My name is Ralph Frederick Barcelona Penuela. I'm from Bacolod City. I'm playing point guard for San Beda. Trying to have a healthy mind, eating well, work hard lang every day.
Hi, I'm James Canas Carpete. I'm 6'2", I'm 23 years old. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I think we're almost ready. I'm pretty excited for this new team, like going into the season because we're all new guys, like a lot of new rookies. And so it'll be a big test, but I know that we're ready for it.
Hi, I am Paulo Hernandez, 23 years old, 6', shooting guard from the Mapua Cardinals. Lagi ko sinasabi na hindi ako magpa-promise, pero ipapakita ko na karapat-dapat kami sa Final Four, sa finals, and karapat-dapat kami na makuha namin championship this season.
Hi, I am Allen Andrew Mina, 25 years old, 6'2", shooting guard from Letran Knights. Nagbawas ng timbang kasi nung unang taon, nadagdagan ako ng timbang, bumigat po ako.
yun, nag-prepared po agad para pagdating sa bubble, konti na lang yung hahabulin. Hi, I'm Kim Aurin, 25 years old, 6'2", shooting guard from Perpetual Altas. Focus lang din talaga sa training. Naging mahirap sa una kasi nga almost 2 years na walang basketball, so ang hirap bumalik sa pagiging mapayat.
It's always nice to see fresh faces starting out in the industry and accompanying them on their journey as they grow to be broadcast professionals. Let's get to know our 2 guests whose dreams have just come true as they are chosen to be part of the 13 NCAA Courtside Reporters for season 97. On Chatbox, here are Avia Zunic and Eden Hernandez.
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing?
Good.
First off, we want to congratulate you for getting selected out of hundreds to audition for Courtside Reporters.
Thank you.
Feelings first, because you've been through a lot since that that confirmation, that announcement up to here. Dami niyo nang dumaan. Feelings about being Courtside Reporter for the NCAA. So let's start with Avia.
For me, this is also overwhelming. Talagang nakakapanibago, going to the studio, shooting, our workshop and all that. So we still need to get used to it.
Kinakabahan ba kayo? Hindi naman.
A little bit.
Kinda, yeah.
To be completely honest.
How was Martin as a mentor? I heard he was part of the process.
Actually, Martin as a mentor is a bit intimidating, but we did get to learn a lot from him. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Love it. I love hearing this. Okay.
Ikaw naman, Eden, how was it for you?
Well, the first time that they informed me that I got selected as a courtside reporter, I was trying to reconfirm if that
So, hindi ka
was
sure?
true. Yes. Sabi ko, totoo na ba to? I'm not sure about it. But after that, of course, I'm very grateful and thankful at the same time. But the pressure was really on after getting that announcement.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sige, let's stay with Eden here because Eden, she was an FA.
Yes.
And also a teacher. So, you have speaking skills already. You're used to facing people.
Yes.
Tingin mo, paano yan makakatulong dito? At paano pa siya iba dun sa experience ng pagiging courtside reporter?
Well, actually, being an education student, it kind of feels like a training ground for me. When you're a teacher, you are also a communicator, a reporter. So basically, our classroom was a stage. It was our platform to inform our audience, which is our students. So basically, it's kind of the same, but of course, this time, I'll be reporting, focusing on sports, so it's exciting for me.
And your cameras.
Yeah.
I like. Point at it. Okay, speaking of the cameras, you know each other very well.
A very common face in the NCAA studio. We have Avia Zunic. We've had her on the show twice.
Yes.
How does it feel to make, that switch?
I wanna call it growth. So it's nice because last year I was just here as an athlete, but now I am already here as a courtside reporter. It will definitely be a challenge, but game on.
Yeah, game on. And going back to that, as an athlete, you think it's advantageous for you because you probably know most of the players.
Yeah.
You've been able to see
You're
them.
in the community
You're
already.
in the community.
Yes,
So
yes.
you're like the eye for the rest of your batch as well. Like you can help them get to know each
So
other.
I'm really excited about that because ever since I was in high school, not even senior high or college, as in like lagi na talaga ako nanonood ng NCAA. Because I've always been at home with the community and all that. So I'm really excited because now I get to tell their stories. I get to interview athletes and coaches. Hindi na ako yung i-interview. Ako naman yung mangi-interview.
Yes.
Well, ladies, congratulations again and good luck this upcoming season.
Thank you.
And
Thank
po,
you.
2 fresh faces na mapapanood nyo sa mga darating na games natin dito sa Season 97, Avia and Eden right here at the Studio of Champions. Okay, at dito na po, nagtatapos ang Point Guards episode ng ating pampagana para sa NCAA Season 97. You'll see these guys in action very, very soon. But before that, watch out for the NCAA Season 97 opening ceremonies. That's gonna be on Saturday, March 26, 2:30 p.m. on GMA and on GTV.
On our next episode, we shift our attention to the prolific shooting guards of the league. But until then, this is Sofia Seniran.
And this is Martin Javier. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of Game.
The Arellano Chiefs in their first game of the season, followed by the matchup of the Mapua Cardinals and the EAC Generals. Mga kapuso, we welcome you back to the coverage. Once again, we are live right now on GTV online, on gmanetwork.com, as well as on YouTube and Facebook. Worldwide din po, napapanood niyo po kami via GMA Pinoy TV. You guys have Martin Javier at your service, and today, I'm working alongside my fellow 12 o'clock buddy, Mr. Mikey Reyes. Maya po kakausapin natin si Mike's, and of course, he will help us break this game down. Pero, syempre, ang kukumpleto ng ating broadcast team today, 2 fresh faces again, 2 brand new courtside reporters. Unahin na natin ang magre-report mula sa Arellano Chiefs. Nandito ang music lover ng Negros na si Michelle Naldo. There you go. At syempre, para naman sa San Sebastian, nandyan ang MedTech reporter ng Nueva Ecija. Ayan po, nandyan silang dawa. Good luck po kay Christian at saka kay Michelle. We'll hear from them later on. But Mikes, this is day 2 of our tournament. We had 2 competitive games. Yesterday, nanalo ang Letran kontra CSB sa ating first game. Pangalawa, nanalo naman ang San Beda kontra sa LPU Pirates. Close din yung laban na yun.
Well, first of all, it's great to be back here in the NCAA. Ngayon, bagong network tayo sa GMA. And it's great to be back with you at dito tayo sa mga 12 noon games ng NCAA. And with this matchup right here, like what you said, exciting yung mga games natin kahapon. And we expect nothing less dito sa games natin today. These 2 teams muna, ang San Sebastian at Arellano. 2 of the teams na medyo excited tayong makita kasi madami silang baguhan. Pero meron din mga holdovers na talaga inaasahan for today's game.
That's right, Mikey. Yan nga yung composition ng magkabilang panig natin. Arellano versus San Sebastian in our first offering today. Pero bago muna yan, bago tayo dumitalye sa dalawang panig natin, let's take a look at first. Hapiawan natin yung tournament format natin.
To those na hindi nakanood kahapon, single round robin tayo for this season here in the NCAA. And meron tayong play-in for 5th and 6th place. So basically, all 10 teams this season will be fighting for 6 spots to be able to move on to the Final 4.
So more chances para dito sa mga teams natin kasi nga top 6 yung ma-accept dyan sa ating play-in tournament. At yung top 6 na yon, may chance pang mag-top 4 at mag-compete sa ating Final 4. Pag-usapan muna natin ang San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags. This is the composition. Still spearheading the attack, and the tactician of this team is experienced head coach, Coach Egay Macaraya. This will feature many veterans, Mikey, but a lot of new guys as well.
Many veterans, pero it'll be crazy to watch San Sebastian na wala tayong mapapanood na Alin Bulanadi, wala tayong mapapanood na Arke Ilagan at Alvin Capobre. So a lot of blows dun sa mga gumraduate for San Sebastian. But holdovers, Itchel Tamirano, JM Calma, and Ken Villapando will be looked upon to really deliver this season. And also, during the pandemic, maraming ligang nilaruan itong tatlong to. Kaya we can be sure they are ready to take that spotlight away from RK and Alin.
You mentioned one key guy already, and that is the man in the middle, Stag on the middle for San Sebastian, JM Calma. Dahil hindi na siya makikipagbagaan sa mga foreign student athletes, mga local bigs ang kalaban niya. Do you expect him to have improved numbers this year?
Oh, for sure. Don't be fooled by these numbers kasi ang ganda ng contribution niya, especially on the defensive end against foreign athletes.
Yeah.
Paano pa ngayon? Nawala ng imports dito sa NCAA, and also he will be asked to score a little bit more kasi nga wala yung dalawang gunner nila in Alin and RK.
Yan po si JM Calma at the center of the huddle as well netong San Sebastian. Mamaya-maya naman po pag-uusapan natin ang kabilang panig, the Arellano University Chiefs. Okay nga alis, magbabalik ang NCAA Season 97.
Nalito.
It's always nice to see fresh faces starting out in the industry and accompanying them on their journey as they grow to be broadcast professionals. Let's get to know our two guests whose dreams have just come true as they are chosen to be part of the 13 NCAA courtside reporters for season 97. On Chatbox, here are Avia Zunic and Eden Hernandez.
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you
I'm
doing?
good.
First off, we want to congratulate you for getting selected out of hundreds to audition
Yes.
for courtside reporters.
Thank you.
Feelings first, because you've been through a lot since that that confirmation, that announcement up to here. Dami niya ng dumaan. Feelings about being courtside reporter for the NCAA. So yeah, let's start with Avia.
For me, this is also overwhelming. Talagang nakakapanibago, going to the studio, shooting, our workshop, and all that. So we still need to get used to it.
University Chiefs looking to get back to the Final Four, Mikey, dahil medyo masama yung naging season 95 nila. Pero bago yan, tignan muna natin yung composition ng team na to. Also a veteran coach at the helm of this team, Coach Cholo Martin.
Well, like you said, they struggled in season 95 with a 4-14 record. Actually, last place sila after the elimination round. And ang pinakamasakit dito, nawala pa yung lead point guard mo in Kent Salado and as well as Renz Alcoriza. But the holdovers, Justin Arana, Jello Sablan, and Archie Concepcion. Yan, yung tatlong yan naman ang titignan ni Coach Cholo Martin. At ang crucial dito sa key additions, I believe, si Maui Cruz who will take point dun sa team na to, as well as Jordan Santa Ana na naglaro na ng college yan at nakita na natin kung anong kaya niyang gawin sa level na to. So it will be exciting to see kung anong madadala ng Arellano, and I'm sure ayaw na nilang matapos dun sa end ng elimination round, dun sila sa ilalim.
That's right, Mikey. Ang laking subtraction nun. Kentoy Salado, the conductor, no longer with Arellano. But as you mentioned, fresh from his EAC experience, ang hahalinhin dyan si Maui Cruz. Pero ito yung pag-uusapan natin sa Arellano. Talking about the Arellano Chiefs, this guy is always on top. Season 95 Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year at the same time. Justin Arana, we claim that he is, one of the best bigs in college basketball right now.
He's the best big in college basketball right now. I am calling it my early pick for MVP this season. Ang kagandahan dito kay Justin Arana, those numbers na pinakita niya, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, may foreign athlete pa siyang mga kalaban. No? Can you imagine him going up against all Filipino big men? For me, he is the best big man in college today. And also, yung basis natin, yung off-season leagues na nilaruan niya, nagpakitang gilas din siya doon. Kaya I'm very excited with what we will see from Justin Arana this season.
Importante yun, Mikey, yung off-season leagues na pinaglaruan ito ni Justin Arana, because again, he faced more experienced players there. Tapos gumawa siya. He put up great numbers, so we cannot wait to see what will happen here in the NCAA Season 97 for him. Kung Rookie of the Year at Defensive Player of the Year, Mikey is right. He might be an MVP candidate this season. There you go. Yan po ang maglalaban sa ating unang offering of Day 2 of the opening weekend ng inyong NCAA Season 97. Arellano Chiefs kontra sa San Sebastian Stags.
ating NCAA family. Kaya naman sa puntong ito, kilalanin natin ang dalawa pang bagong courtside reporters na napili para sa Season 97 dito sa Chatbox. Kasama natin si Lance Santiago at Aya De Quiroz.
Hey!
Hi!
Hey! Gusto mo yung hi?
Hi!
Hey!
Taas ng energy daw.
Taas ng energy. Hello, Aya. Hello, Lance. Hi. And welcome to the NCAA family and GMA. Kamusta? Kamusta yung feelings natin? Let's go to Aya first kasi you are a returning courtside reporter sa NCAA. You spent the season here. If I'm not mistaken, that was season 94.
94.
94. Yes. So, how do you feel to be chosen again and to be back?
I'm extremely grateful that I'm back. I'm supposed to be a season or 2 seasons more knowledgeable, right? And it feels great to work with you again and with everybody else. So I'm very excited, but I know it's big shoes to fill, and I promise that I will be coming much more prepared this season.
Oh, it's a guarantee.
Grabe, may test.
We're back to our coverage. This is NCAA Season 97, Stronger Together. Buo ang puso. Live na live po kayong nanonood ngayon sa GTV. Ngayon din sa YouTube, gmanetwork.com. Sa Facebook din po kami. And of course, on GMA Pinoy TV para sa mga Filipinos natin, mga kapuso natin na nanonood abroad. And we are looking at the introduction of the starting unit para dito sa San Sebastian Golden Stags. Again, they have many veterans on this side, pero may mga rookies din sila na iba-banner this year. Pero mostly ang composition, andyan si JM Calma for Baste. It is a battle of centers today. That will be our main highlight. Unless, there are other players na talaga magpapakitang gila sa atin dito and will prove themselves in their very first game of the season. Mike, himayin na natin ang starting 5 ng magkabilang panig.
A lot of new names here for both teams. Pero ang matitingnan natin dyan, of course, like we talked about on the top of this coverage, Ichi Altamirano will be starting for Coach Egay as well as JM Calma. Sa kabila naman, Turmal Santa Ana, Arana, Sablan, and Archie Concepcion. Another guy na abangan natin dito sa Arellano is Archie Concepcion. Magandang pinapakita niya when he was playing with Arellano alongside Kent Salado. Pero ngayon, yung usage rate niya aakyat. Na wala na nga si Conductor.
Medyo siya yung naging rana.
Iba yung vibe no? Walang foreign athlete. Parang ramdam mo sa kanila. I'm sure they're very excited to go up against each other.
And if our physicality, katulad ng physicality natin kahapon, maganda yung magiging kiskisan at banggaan ng both teams natin dito. First quarter begins. San Sebastian and Arellano opening their NCAA Season 97 campaign. It is Stags basketball first year as Ichi Altamirano forcing the issue in his very first touch of the basketball.
And that's what you want to see if you're Coach Egay Macaraya, your main guy, especially from the outside in terms of offense. You want him to be aggressive right from the get-go because as quickly as he can get his rhythm, aandar itong San Sebastian.
Magandang matchup yan sa guard position. Jordan Santa Ana tsaka Ichi Altamirano. Parehas veterano. Mintes yung tres ni Cosari.
That's what you wanna see naman. Kung ikaw si Coach Cholo Martin, force itong San Sebastian into outside shots. Good defense there for Arellano.
For Arellano, tignan natin kung una nilang hahanapin si Arana, pero si Concepcion yung tumira doon. Masyadong malakas. Gets his own miss. Here is Doromal. Stepped on the sideline there. So a wasted possession for the Chiefs. Babalik ang bola sa yellow shirts.
Dalawang mintis na from three-point country for both teams. And I don't know about the second game kahapon pero mababa yung percentages ng first game.
Right.
Kasi honestly bro, mahirap makashoot dito sa Lasal Green from the outside. Alam ko na to, simula player pa lang ako.
From experience, as we take a look at That rejection coming from Justin Arana, reigning defensive player of the year, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
I'm telling you, man, if may fantasy basketball ng NCAA, number 1 pick dyan, si Justin Arana. Pero hindi nagpahuli din si Renz Abando kahapon, filling up the stat sheet.
4 blocks. For Renz. And Altamirano goes all the way to the basket. First points of the Stags in season 97.
Ichi Altamirano will be the one to fill in the shoes of RK Ilagan, be the main scorer of San Sebastian. And again, you want to see that aggressiveness from him.
Santa Ana inilabas kay Concepcion. Arana will come from the outside. Pumasok Justin Arana. Everything but the basket for him.
But still, great attack there for Arellano, for Justin Arana. Not settling for that jumper from the outside. Kahit alam nating meron siya nun, he wants to take it strong to the hole.
Altamirano stroking it from downtown. So it is Ichi Altamirano with the first 5 points of the ball game.
Bawal man mag-scouting dito live. Nanonood ang litran daw ngayon. Sina Fran Yu, 1-0 sila. Si Fran, si Renz Abando, Brent Paraiso, sina scout. Itong San Sebastian and Arellano.
So malaman yung mga magcha-challenge sa kanila in the next coming days. Toromal able to steal the basketball there, and Arellano will set up the offense. They've yet to score in this ball game with 2.5 gone sa ating first quarter. Ooh! Santa Ana going around the world but stepped on the baseline.
Just a little bit too much there. Medyo nahuli siya dun along the baseline, but we see this drive by Ichi Altamirano. Again, that's what you want to see, the craftiness of Ichi Altamirano in full display. And a few possessions after that, pumukol naman galing sa labas. 5 quick points for Ichi. Ito na naman siya.
Hand in his face.
Yan ang kumpiyansa. Ikaw nang bago, RK.
Ayun na, okay. Green light talaga para dito kay Ichi Altamirano. Here's the shooter Jello Sablan. Binalik sa labas sa kanyang point guard na si Doromal. Doromal will take on Calma. Just couldn't make the layup. Calma secures the board.
Great presence there galing kay JM Calma, affecting that drive ni Doromal.
And here comes Michael Are with the basketball right now. Crossover drive, side steps. Oh, the basket for Michael Are.
And this is what we were saying. We will find new gems kasi nga nawala yung mga main guys mo a season ago.
San Sebastian off to a hot start here. Pero speaking of the Stags, puntahan natin ngayon para sa kanyang unang report. Nandito si Christian Sebastian reporting for San Sebastian. Go ahead, Christian.
Excited daw ang team captain ng Golden Stags sa si GM Calma dahil pagkatapos ng 2 taon ay makakapaglaro ulit dito sa NCAA. 2 beses daw kada araw ang training ng Golden Stags para paghandaan ang season na ito. Huling paalala ni Coach Egay Macaraya ay huwag magpapadala sa kaba at play within the system. Martin at Mikey, alam mo ba na excited ako dahil dito sa lineup na ito makakasama natin ang magkapatid na si Regs at Ralph Gabat. Ang tanong ngayon, makakasaksi kaya tayo ng bangis ng mag-utol dito sa mga susunod na mga games? Martin at Mikey?
Ayun ang abangan natin. 2 additions as well for the Stags, but I like what you said na twice a day sila nagte-training. Hoping si Coach Egay na walang kaba ngayon. Mukhang walang kakaba-kaba dito. 9-3 start for the Stags in this ballgame.
Ichi Altamirano, 7 of the 9 points of San Sebastian. Pinapakita niya kagad that he is one of the guys we need to look out for here in season 97.
Ang tumawag ng timeout dito, Coach Egay Macaraya. Magbabalik po kami. 9-3 is the count.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Balik aksyon dito sa St. Benil Gym in LaSalle, Green Hills, and it is the San Sebastian Stags leading it by 6, 9-3 against the Arellano Chiefs.
Oh, another guy watching right now,
Yeah.
former Letran Knights coach, Coach Jeff Napa. Nag-comment nga din sa tuck-in natin. Ganda daw ng mga katawan natin ngayon. Although, dinagdag ko na lang yung gaganda ng mga katawan natin. But Coach Jeff Napa, former coach of the Letran Knights, watching right now. I'm sure masaya siya. Nanalo sila kahapon. Talking about Letran.
Laking bagay yan. Kaya ganun yung lineup ng Letran ngayon. Eh naman, medyo nagsastruggle sila ngayon, pero pakinggan natin yung kwento mula sa Arellano side. Go ahead, Michelle.
Martin and Mikey, the Arellano Chiefs, begin their NCAA Season 97 campaign today after many changes in the past 2 years. Bukod sa mga bagong training protocols that they have to go through, they also welcome 13 new athletes into their lineup. However, this is not something that they are negative about para sa mga Chiefs dahil these new members have a variety of experience to bring to the table. Nakausap ko kahapon si Justin Arana at confident naman siya because the members here are here to give their 100%. Coach Cholo also mirrors this positivity. Sa usap namin, higit sa lahat, he is thankful for the commitment of his players who have waited patiently beside him for the return of the NCAA. Then, he simply said to me, let's wait and see how they will perform in this kind of setup, but I'm confident that my players will respond to the game positively. Martin and Mikey, balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Michelle. You like the positive mindset of this Arellano team. At yung mga idinagdag nga nila, nabanggit din ni Michelle, hindi rin naman necessarily, yung umangat mula sa juniors, Mikey, because they've had various experiences in different leagues. So mga experience na ang mga bagong salta dito sa Arellano squad. JM Calma is called for the offensive foul. Just a little too strong right here on the drive against Jello Sablan.
Great anticipation there for Jello Sablan. Pero itong Arellano, to be a collective effort, Martin. Kasi nga, one of the main guys, Kent Salado, mahirap naman talaga i-fill in yung shoes niya. Pero mga ganitong salaksak, mukhang may nakuha sa mga laro ang conductor. Galing kay Dormal.
Salado-like yung drive na yon ni Doromal. So 7-9. 4-0 run rather para dito sa Arellano Chiefs, and they will now look to tie the ball game, settle things down. At ito na, nag-uumpisa na ng lumabas ang laro ng Blue Shirts.
At mukhang may freedom itong si Doromal dumiskarte for Coach Cholo Martin. Arellano known for great point guards, producing great point guards in Philippine basketball. Si Gio Halalon, napunta pa si Nard Pinto, diba? Levi De La Cruz for a while, and then Ken Salado. So ngayon, can Doromal be that next point guard, next great point guard for Arellano?
That's the Davaoeño, Kellen Axel Doromal manning the point. I was surprised kasi expected natin Maui Cruz, mga ganon. Kasi yun ang
kilala natin.
Kilala natin. Saka explosive scorer from EAC before.
Pero okay din, he's coming off the bench, so that's a spark of the bench. And Doromal attacks again. Wala lang sa pagkakataong iyon.
Very aggressive to start the ball game is Doromal.
And it's important also that you have someone coming off the bench that can provide offensive, an offensive game. Katulad nga kapon, si Renz nga off the bench. Pero si Doromal, that Euro step to his right side. Ang ganda ng cross, goes back to his right and finishes against a Stag.
So far, it's not the centers yung binibida natin dito sa first quarter. Mga gwardiya. Altamirano, tsaka Doromal.
Mga maliliit naman
daw. Ito na, si Justin Arana off the spin. And that's a foul.
Napagalitan ni Coach Cholo. Tira mo na yun. MVP candidate, di pa tinira.
A little too unselfish that time for Justin Arana. Pero natawagan ng foul. Yung kanyang bantay dito na si Jesse Sumoda. Another veteran big for the Stags. Arana, the short stop, will not work. Battle for the board, it will go to Villapando. And here comes another experienced guard off the side of the Stags, si Alex Disoyo. Gabat, ito yung sinasabi ni Christian kanina na parte ng mag-utol dito sa San Sebastian. Mintes yung kanyang tres, here comes Santa Ana. Jordan is on the move, pumping into 3 Stags. Oh, count the basket. Look at the emotions right here from Jello Sablan.
And Arellano in a big run off of the timeout. What a find there para kay Jordan Santa Ana, attracting 3 defenders and finding Jello Sablan, the concentration, getting the contact, finishing the lay-in. And kita mo naman, flex on him, Jello, flex on them.
Jello Sablan will get a free throw right after this timeout to complete the free-point play.
Ano yung run?
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Back to the ball game, and right now it is a 10-0 run for the Arellano Chiefs. Nagsimula tayo first 5 minutes of the ball game, 9-0 blast from San Sebastian, pero ito na yung counter-attack ng Arellano.
At ang kagandahan dun sa 10-0 run na to ng Arellano. 4 guys contributing to that run. Isang tres kay Jordan Santa Ana, isang 3-point play kay Sablan, tapos may ambag din si Toromal and Arana. Sa kabila naman kasi, dun sa 9-0 run, 7 doon, galing kay Ichi.
Dalawa pa nga lang ang nakakascore dito sa San Sebastian. Sablan couldn't put it back in. Battle for the loose ball, Sumoda. And ball will stay with the Arellano Chiefs. That's Jesse Sumoda, last touch sa kanya.
Ganda ng bigayan dito ni Jordan Santa Ana. And of course, ni Jello Sablan, galing Espanya. Ngayon, nandito na sa Arellano, kaya nagkakaamo yan si Sablan at si Santa Ana.
Sama mo na rin si Justin Arana mamaya.
Galing
Makakakonekta nila.
Espanya nga lahat yan.
Correct. Here is Justin Arana, no good on the reverse. So struggles in the early goings of this game for the key big of Arellano, Justin Arana.
Nagugulat ata siya pinakamalaki ngayon. Sanay siya kasi may foreign athlete eh.
Oo. Pinapakiramdaman pa niya. Here's the jumper off the bank, no go. Ooh, Kapat skying high for that loose ball. And scramble for the basketball.
Great hustle there para kay Toromal.
So mananatili ang bola dito sa San Sebastian. At tuloy-tuloy papalabas. Ito si Toromal. Kyle Oliva will enter the game and replace Toromal. Oliva and Disoyo, that's the matchup right now at the point guard spot. Villapando. Natapikan sa likod. Disoyo erasing his defender and proceeds with a floater.
Soft touch there for Disoyo. Maganda rin ang pinapakita ni Disoyo noon when he was backing up RK Ilagan. Ngayon, 2 puntos na para kay Disoyo.
And that ends the dry spell para dito sa San Sebastian. They're back on top by 1. Santa Ana. Naghahanap. Sinagay kay Arana against Sumoda now. Will face up. Short step. It's good for Arana.
That's exactly what we've seen from Justin Arana pre-season dun sa mga pandemic leagues na sinalihan niya. Nagkakaroon siya ng offensive game, offensive arsenal niya. Lumalalim at lumalalim.
We have seen so far a variety of moves mula dito kay Justin Arana. Kabat, Sumoda for 3. Sumoda drops it in.
Stretching the floor. Sumoda from the outside. And also we have to bring this up. Nag-platoon substitution si Coach Egay. 10 player na ang ginagamit niya dito pa lang sa first quarter. So we will see kung magiging beneficial yun sa kanila. But here, Sumoda, pick and pop. naiwan doon, open yung Kaliwete galing San Sebastian.
Yan yung ideal big para kay Coach Egay. Big that can stretch the floor as well in Jesse Sumoda. As Valencia misses the first free throw.
Hindi ko nga alam na may ganun si Sumoda eh. Kung kailan nawala ng import sa ilalim, doon pa tumira sa labas.
Doon siya pinractice niya na off-season.
Kung kailan wala na foreign athlete. Sabi siguro ni RK tsaka ni Alin, ba't wala ka niyan dati?
Hindi kasi sila yung tumitira dati.
Hindi nyo kasi pinapasahan, RK tsaka Alin. Kaya ngayon nakikita natin yung mga galing nila.
Ayan, lumilitaw na. But Jade Talampas just checked in for Arellano. A veteran wing from the Chiefs. Kenneth Villapando now. Villapando, that's a hard screen given up by Jesse Sumoda. Natawagan siya of the illegal screen ng offensive foul.
Ball will go back to Arellano as we look at this. Sumoda, medyo napalakas at medyo obvious yung habol niya dun sa defender.
Big boy screen from Sumoda. That kick out here, corner shot, Oliva, no go. A loose ball ends up with Valencia, just couldn't make the shot. So that ends the first 10 minutes of play here inside the St. Benil Gym in LaSalle Green Hills. That guy on your screens right now, Itchy Altamirano, led the initial attack for San Sebastian by scoring 7 points. 7 out of their first 9 points just came from Itchy, Mikey. Pero ito, bumawi unti-unti and had a run of their own itong Arellano Chiefs.
Ganda naman kasi talaga. Collective effort so far from the Chiefs. 5 guys have scored para sa kanila. And now they are only down by 1 after being down by 9 to start the game.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
We are back with our coverage of the NCAA Season 97. Today is a Sunday, March 27. Happy Sunday po sa inyong lahat. And I hope you guys are enjoying your lunch and some basketball action. Ito po sa loob ng St. Benil Gym in LaSalle Green Hills. You guys are joined by Martin Javier alongside Mikey Reyes here in the broadcast. Paste kontra sa Arellano, 14-13 to begin the second frame. And so far, nagsasabayan itong magkabilang panig natin, Mikey. One big run after another from both of them.
Great defense there for Arellano. Nabawi nila yung early bubu nila to start the second quarter. And the ball will go back their way. A chance to gain the lead, to take the lead away from San Sebastian.
Si Romel Calahat pumasok na para sa San Sebastian.
I just want to say this. Pag nakikita ko yung screen, ang ganda ng scoreboard. Ganda, no? Parang 3D.
Graphic, parang mahahawakan mo kung nanonood ka sa
3D.
TV.
Ganda, good job GMA. Ito na si Justin. Double team agad yan.
Double team. Oh, Stefan Steinel in the ball game, former heavy bomber. Pinasok na para kay Coach Cholo. Una with the board.
Stefan Steinel?
Yeah.
Di ba bata ni Hammer yan ah?
JRU.
Oh,
the Phil German.
Tama. Kay Coach
Louis.
Ah.
Na hindi pa naglalaro. In the coming days, you will see the Heavy Bombers in action as Calma takes the 3 misses. Ooh! Villapando was able to secure the basketball pero sinalubong siya nung kamay doon ni Jade Talampas.
He's another guy na asahan natin for this season. Kenneth Villapando. Oops, buti na lang. Hindi masyadong seryoso yung nangyari doon kay Villapando. But he's known more so of a defender, athletic guy na talagang pinapasok. May role siya, meron siyang kailangan gawin. But this season, entering this season, mas aasahan yan coming off the bench.
One of the main guys netong San Sebastian as Calma putting on the moves on Arana.
I like this matchup between Calma and Arana for so many seasons. Ito yung gusto natin makita this season. Talagang Pinoy big men at their best.
And again, lumalalim na yung skill set itong magkabilang mga big men natin as Valencia taking the contact, some hang time before he made the shot.
Ganda ng galaw dun. And yung apat na players alongside Justin Arana need to be aggressive because once Justin Arana gets the ball down low, halos tatlo kagad yung nasa kanya. So meron talagang space yung ibang players maka-atake.
Yan. Toromal will attack. Talampas from the baseline. Short stab is good.
You gotta love it, Coach Cholo Martin's system in full display. Walang isang superstar again, nawalan sila ng Kent Salado. But hahanapin nila yung butas, hahanapin nila yung open guy, talking about Arellano.
Oh, rejection underneath from Arana. Second block off the game for him. Kalahat. Talampas will secure it.
Napanood ata ni Justin Arana yung 4 blocks ni Renz Abando kahapon. Kaya ngayon, naghahanap din ng mga supalpal. 2 blocks early in this game.
Stefan Steinel against Una here at the post. Steinel, a very aggressive big turnaround. No good on the hook. Toromal. Second chance opportunity for Arellano. They will kick it out. Valencia. Steinel back out to Doromal. Doromal will challenge Disoya. They got 5 seconds to work with. Doromal driving. Doromal all the way. Too strong on the lay-in.
With Doromal, you see the moves are there. Medyo wala pa lang finish masyado. Pero kita mo yung mga galawin. Nalulusot niya, nakakapunta siya kung saan niya gusto pumunta. But that finish he needs to work on. Pero hindi rin natin masabi. First game in 2 years. Diba? But this guy right here, Ichi Altamirano, simula pa lang, nakita natin. Shoot first to, bro. Tayo ka kanina ng warm-up eh. Uy, hindi ka mamasa. Baka naman hindi ka mamasa. Ako pa sisihin mo, ah.
So for Altamirano, again, explosive in the first frame with 7 points to lead the way for San Sebastian. 17-16, yan po yung ating talaan. Abante ang Arellano Chiefs. Altamirano, a long three-pointer off to the right. Una with the board. Una with a putback.
Hustle there para sa San Sebastian Stags. And Una with the finish, but you have to commend the whole team for crashing the boards in that attempt.
We saw that guy doing pre-game dunks earlier.
Nagulat nga tayo pagdating natin. Uy, laki nito.
Laki. Tapos biglang athletic.
Galing juniors.
Ayun. The Staglets. Pastillas with a turnaround, nothing but net, to the delight of his teammates on the bench.
Tsaka, feeling ko pun-intended talaga yung jersey number ni Une. Feeling ko talaga may pun. Parang si Cedric Labing isa dati, 11. Ngayon si Una. Ayan na, Una for 3, wala lang.
Too strong. Calma with a putback.
Calma, making sure that he negates itong si Justin Arana, and this is his chance while Justin is on the bench. This is when JM Calma needs to be aggressive.
Stefan Steinel now at the post will challenge the D of Una. Steinel, the fake, the scoop. There's a foul first. So no basket para dito sa Arellano. Una. Oh, si Altamirano ang natawagan dito.
JM Calma so far, 4 points, 4 boards. Sa kabila naman, Justin Arana, 4 points, 3 boards. These two guys are the ones na pinag-usapan natin kanina. Pero nagpapakitang gilas yung mga gwardya ng parehong koponan.
Balanced attack for Arellano. San Sebastian naman. Altamirano with 7 points still. Pero nagsisimula na rin umambag yung ibang players ni Coach Egay. Santa Ana now will facilitate, will back up. Here's Doromal on top. Doromal, masikip. Santa Ana, that is well contested. Talampas couldn't secure it. It ends up with Villapando.
Chance for San Sebastian to extend this 1-point lead. Kanino sila pupunta? Eto na, humihingi na ng screen si Ichi.
Altamirano. will create. Pinagay sa labas. Kalma for 3. Kalma drops it in.
Lumalabas yung mga shooting ng mga big men natin kung kailan walang foreign athlete. I'm sure RK and Alin are watching itong laro na to. Napakasaya sa mga former teammates nila.
Siyempre, kailangan nilang punan yon. JM Calmo with the 3-pointer, giving the Stags the 4-pointer.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Guteng. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bunipassio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Boni lang yung tawag sa akin, Boni. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm Jeo Ambohot, 25 years old, 6'7", position, power forward.
Back to the action, and it is a mini run for the San Sebastian Stags, and they now build a 4-point lead here in the second frame. Speaking of the Stags, pakinggan natin ulit si Christian Sebastian.
Naninibago ang lahat sa ganitong setup, kaya naman hindi nakaiwas sa challenges ang ating Golden Stags sa loob ng bubble. Pinakamiss daw ni Ichi Altamirano ang kanyang pamilya na pinanguhugutan niya ng lakas. Kaya naman nakakausap niya ito sa video call, kaya pinapagaan ng kanyang pakiramdam. Mas namomotivate siyang mag-training, lalong-lalo na't last playing year na niya. Hindi naman ito naging hadlang kay Ichi dahil ginamit niya ang sitwasyon para mas maging focus sa training at mas maging kasing tatag ng Steel Church ang samahan ng koponan. Martin and Mikey?
Napakaganda naman nun, Christian. Kasing tatag ng Steel Church. Tulad po na makikita nyo pag bumisita kayo sa San Sebastian College, Recoletos. Pero yung Ichi Altamirano nga, sa pinapakita niya ngayon, mukha talagang walang kakaba-kaba. And it looks like he will take his final year and just show out for Baste.
For sure. Both him and this guy, JM Calma, who has 9 points in the second quarter alone. 9 of the 11 points ng San Sebastian galing kay JM Calma. At sinabi natin to Martin, nung nilabas si Justin Arana, dun tumrabaho si JM Calma. At anong adjustment ni Coach Cholo? Nasa committee na si Justin Arana. Nakakarami na yung, yung matchup mo dun
Maiksing pahinga lang para kay Justin Arana. Nasa scoreboard na nga siya. Sa scorer's table na pala siya uli. Pero, again, Justin Calma, or JM Calma rather, with 9 points here in the ball game.
Pinagsama mo na, bro.
Oo nga, Justin Arana.
Kasi sila talaga yung matchup
natin, correct.
Bilis na adjustment ni Coach Cholo. 9 points na in the second si JM Pasok agad si Justin.
So post RK and Alin, now it's Calma and Ichi.
And Kenneth.
Oo, Villapando. That's the trio that is expected to contribute for San Sebastian. Ito si Jordan Santa Ana, katandem naman. Ito ni Justin. Pakinggan natin from the Arellano side, nandito ulit si Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Martin and Mikey, Coach Cholo did not falter in training his team through the pandemic. He shares na kahit physically magkahiwalay sila noon, they would still train together online 3 times a week. At meron silang mga individual workouts like dribbling skills na pina-video at pina-send sa kanya so he can suggest the necessary corrections. Maliban doon, bago sila yung pumasok sa bubble training, meron din si Coach na tinatawag na online dialogue with his players para pagdating na nila sa physical practice, they all knew what kind of system they were going to use. But while in this game, they didn't start off like they would have hoped to, they're still working to find the rhythm na paunti-unti nating nakikita dito sa second quarter. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. On cue, nakapuntos dito si Uri para sa Arellano. And again, the preparation, the bubble is important. Yung pre-bubble, importante rin yan. Because all of the teams will treat this as the second round already dahil doon tayo sanay. So they have to come in mid-season form para mag-peak sila at the right time.
And it's funny because Michelle talked about yung online training nila. Sabi mo nga yung pre-bubble. Dami kong nakausap na player during the pandemic. Alam mo yan, dami kong ginawa, dami kong na-interview. Lahi kong di ba kayo nagsasama? Zoom meeting, Zoom training, di ba? Kaya sabi nga ni Coach Cholo kanina, he commends his players for their loyalty.
Right.
Na talagang magstay at ngayon NCAA na.
Kasi minsan, mas nakakapagod yun.
Oh, nakakatamad yun.
Ayun, yun nga, tama.
Nakakapagod. Nakakatamad yun.
Pagod na ang ginamit ko.
Pinaganda mo pa eh. Mga player magsuzoom meeting. At 11 points in the second quarter na yung bata natin.
JM Calma. That time with a scoop in the hoop.
11 of San Sebastian's 13 coming from JM Cal. 15 coming from JM Cal.
Wow. 29 to 23 now. Abante ang San Sebastian. Santa Ana will be called for the offensive foul.
Nahuli doon yung ward-off niya using his left arm. But look at this. Ganda ng hustle doon ni Justin. Pero si JM, again, walang Justin sa ilalim. Dito ako makakapuntos. JM Calma taking advantage.
Hi, ako nga pala si JM Calma ng San Sebastian Golden Stags at nagmula ako sa Kappa Starlock. Ang position ko is forward tsaka center. Preparation ko siguro mas doble pa kumpara sa last season ko kasi ito na yung last ko eh. Bubuhos ko na lahat kung anong meron ako, nagpo-practice ako. Nandiyan naman yung mga coaches para i-guide ako.
Dami kong tapay po from San Beda, playing center. I'm from Cagayan Valley, Tuguegarao City. Madaming adjustment yung pinapagawa sa amin ni Coach. Una, mahirap pero unti-unti naman nakukuha na namin siya. And yun, parang nag-gel na kami as a team kasi bago ulit yung mga teammates namin, maraming rookies. So kailangan talaga namin mag-gel as a team para makapag-perform kami na maayos this coming season.
Hi, I'm Ivan Santos, 24 years old, 6'6", center from the Mapua Cardinal.
The charge is the man in the middle. Yung pong feature namin sa ating pregame, JM Calma.
Ganda ng nilalaro, JM Calma. 11 points all in the second quarter and a big reason why San Sebastian is up by 6.
Kanina sinabi natin, i-expect ba natin na mag-improve to? It looks like that's gonna be the trend in season 97, yung mga numero ni Calma. Pero ito, agaw ni Arana. And on top here, this is Kobe Bryant Caballero. That's his name.
Kobe Bryant. Kanino kaya nanggaling? Saan nila nakuha yung... Hindi, kasi may mga Kobe na kinuha obviously kay Kobe. Siya hindi na... Talagang nilahat na eh.
Kasi meron Kobe beef.
Oo. Kobe beef.
Nanggaling yung kay Kobe. Ito, Kobe
kay
Bryant.
Anak ni, si Kobe Paras, na anak ni Papa Bear, na magko-cover ng NCAA this season, si Papa Bear. Asahan natin yan.
Nag-segue ng Marty Reyes.
Okay ba? Papa Bear yun eh. Bata tayo nun. Hindi natin bata yun. Bata tayo nun. Papa Bear.
2:05 to go. Arana. Little fadeaway for Justin Arana off the glass. 2+1 coming up.
If Kobe Bryant was watching Kobe, this guy was watching Dirk. Kita mo naman yung spin move. One-legged fadeaway off the glass. That bag is getting deeper, Mr. Arana.
And we love seeing it here as we get deeper as well in this basketball game. Arana now with 6 points. We'll look to add to that at the free throw line. Historically, a very good free throw shooter. He makes it. So it's 29 to 26.
At pinapanood ko ngayon yung YouTube stream natin. Nakikita ko yung comment section. Madami nanonood din sa YouTube. At yan ang maganda sa NCAA. Very accessible. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook.
Right.
And of course on GTV.
Villapano running into two players. And Villapando will be charged with the traveling violation.
Villapando has yet to get himself going here in this game. Coming off the bench for San Sebastian. Pero lamang pa rin silang tatlo dito.
Santa Ana going to Arana. Arana looking to take over in the second frame. And that is going to be a foul here against Amar Kosari. Second foul on the big guy. Arana is back at the free throw line looking to add to his total. He's got 7 points right now.
7 points for Justin Arana. 3 of 6 field goal percentage. 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. So, syempre ngayon, after our first day, si Renza Bando matunog dito sa NCAA. Si Justin Arana hindi magpapahuli. As well as JM Calma.
Yeah. We expect big double-double numbers from these centers.
Dapat 20 and 10 kayo, matik. Or double-double man lang. 15-10, gano'n.
Maya, mapapakinggan nila to pagdating na next game.
Kanina nga, paglapit ko sa kanya, sabi niya, sabi ko, narinig mo ba yung prediction ko? Oo, kuya. Yan. Sabi ko, huwag mo papayain, ha? Yan ang kagandahan din sa mga players, eh. Talagang very engaging sa atin.
That's right. Very friendly pag nakikita nila tayo. As Kosari tracks it down. Umapak siya dito sa ating baseline. 29-27. A close game here in the first half at the very least.
A minute remaining. Tingnan natin sino makakakuha ng kalamangan pagpasok natin ng halftime.
Matik, mapupunta sa poste dito. Arana will drive, double-teamed. And a steal for Altamirano ahead to Villapando. Villapando, they have the numbers. Villapando counted plus the foul.
You know he was going to leap. And he was going to out-jump his defender on the break at his best. Kenneth Villapando over the outstretched arms of a Chief. Walang problema yan para kay Villapando.
And that's the best situation for this long forward in Kenneth Villapando in transition, in open court. And he will look to complete the free-point play here and extend the lead of San Sebastian before we end the first half. 53.9 seconds remaining here in the second.
Kaganda dito kay Kenneth Villapando. Very athletic and he uses it on both ends. Yes, 2 points pa lang siya. Pero tied siya with JM Calma in terms of rebounds.
Right.
So he has a game-high 6 rebounds at the moment, talking about Villapando.
Big number in the first half for Kenneth. Here is Caballero. Kobe Bryant. Caballero with a jumper.
Okay, I saw that Kobe fade away from you. Kobe Bryant. Ganda nung desisyon niya doon to pull up kasi alam niya na masikip sa ilalim.
Yeah. 31-29. About 5 seconds difference between our shot and game clock. Nakawala sa ilalim si Michael Are. And 10 seconds to work with. Last shot time here for Arellano. Inilabas kay Santa Ana. 4 seconds now. Santa Ana, natapikan ng bola. Balik sa kanya.
At natawagan pa ng offensive foul si Jordan Santa Ana. And that is his 3rd foul, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, his 3rd foul. So that's a big blow for Coach Cholo Martin.
And this is the last shot for our first half.
Yun yung mga 1 second na lang, natawagan pa ng tatlo.
Crucial eh. So 3 fouls now for Jordan Santa Ana before we end the first half. Pero tignan muna natin yung mga highlights natin dito. This guy took over Mikey JM Calma for San Sebastian. And they were able to keep in step with the Arellano Chiefs. They have the lead right now at 33-29. Nag-tres pa doon si JM Calma. Again, parehong centers natin putting on some moves on each other. So that's something we expect more in the second half as well. This was the last basket earlier. The escape by Michael Are. 33-29 advantage right here for the San Sebastian College Recoletos Golden Stags. Andito pa rin tayo sa loob ng St. Benil Gym in LaSalle, Green Hills. Pagbalik po natin halftime stats and analysis of this game. You guys are watching NCAA Season 97 on GTV.
It's the second year of the NCAA GMA partnership, so that means our coverage team is also expanding. This season, we'll be introducing 13 fresh faces that are going to be reporting from the sidelines of the coming games. Today, we'll get to know 3 of them. Kasama natin ngayon sa chat box sila Sofia Rodelas, Bailey's Acon, at Chantal Laude.
Yay! Hello
hello guys. Hello.
Thank you so much.
And how do you feel that you are finally a courtside reporter here in the NCAA? Sige, let's start with Sophia.
You know, when they text me na pasok pala ako, it was actually during my birthday.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I told them. It was actually my birthday that you guys messaged me, so thank you so much. It was like a birthday gift to me.
What a gift!
Yeah.
What a gift. Congratulations. Oh.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hindi pala nila alam.
Hindi pala shinare sa mga batch nila.
Baileys.
For me, it's been breathtaking. The experience, all of it. It's overwhelming being here, being in front of you guys, and most importantly, thankful that we got this opportunity. I can speak for all of us, and so that's thankful. Thank you.
And Chantal?
Ako naman, it still feels so surreal. Because ever since entering college, I really told myself and my parents, I'm gonna be a CSR. I want it. It feels like I manifested it. Funny story, same as Sophia. The day when I was texted, the morning of that day, I was just scrolling through TikTok and I was like, you know the videos when
You
they
weren't
say...
taking a TikTok naman.
No.
Okay.
You know those TikToks
Alright,
when they say, use the sound and your wish will come true.
Got that too.
Right? But I said, nah, this doesn't work. I'm just gonna pray. I scroll past down. But then, that was the day also when I got the text and I was so shocked. But at the same time, it felt so fulfilling na, wow, it might be the start of the journey that I was waiting for ever since.
For sure. From that point of getting accepted to now, sobrang dami nang nangyari. Diba? You know, photo shoots.
Yes.
All the glam, diba? And the cameras pointed on you. So, how's the experience so far? You know, we're not even in the games yet. We're just preparing for the seasons. How's it so far?
Okay, everything is happening so fast, but it's so fulfilling and I'm super grateful at the same time. And all the photo shoots and all the promos and all of that, I'm just really so happy to be here at this point.
Mahirap ginagawa nyo, and with that, we're learning as courtside reporters from the span of us getting in and up to now and to the coming season when it starts. Kami ay natututo tsaka mas excited mas parating siya ng papalapit.
Sige, si Chantal naman.
Ako naman until now, it feels so exciting. Because you know, we were stuck in quarantine for so long.
That's right.
So you're just talking to your friends through Zoom, Messenger, but now I'm meeting and working with so much people. And it's super exciting. It just keeps getting better and better. And I know that all of us will be even more excited as we go along our journey.
Tsaka, sobrang privileged tayong lahat kasi syempre, nabibigyan tayo ng ganitong opportunity kahit limited na yung given opportunities ngayong pandemic.
Yeah, that's true. Pero Chantal, I heard you're also from an NCAA school.
We expected to perform, did not disappoint. Diba? Arana, Kalma, nagpakitang gilas.
Yeah, well, it was a game of runs nung simula. 9-0 ang labas agad ng San Sebastian, pero bumawi doon ang Arellano, momentarily getting the lead from the Stags. Pero nung second quarter, pag-upo ni Justin Arana, JM Calma went to work, dropping 11 in the second quarter alone. That's why for sure, pagpasok ng dugout, yun ang unang-unang ibibring up ni Coach Cholo Martin for Arellano.
Let's take a quick scan of our halftime stats here. Great shooting from the field mula dito sa San Sebastian Stags, 45%. But despite the advantages of the Stags, it's still just a 4-point game, Mike.
Oh, considering both teams actually, 34% for Arellano, 45% for San Sebastian. Considering 2-year layoff, ang ganda ng opensa ng parehong koponan. Rebounding department, halos pareho lang, pero yung points in the paint, ito nga yung sinasabi natin. Not only is JM Calma scoring from the outside, meron din siyang mga ilalim. Also, it's si Altamirano, ang dami ring drive sa ilalim. For sure, kailangan ayusin ng Arellano yung kanilang interior defense in the second half, as well as their defensive rebounding, giving San Sebastian 8 second chance points against none for them.
We saw some relentless attacks mula dito sa San Sebastian Stags, which is why they have the lead right now, 33-29. Yan po yung ating talaan. So we'll see, Mikes, kung sino ang makakaumang sa ating second half. And this is still our score at the half. Pagbalik po natin, second half of this game. Huwag kayong aalis. Magbabalik ang NCAA Season 97 on GTV.
volleyball action. Isa pang rason para maging excited ngayong NCAA Season 97. And speaking of excitement, excited na maging bahagi ng NCAA ang dalawa nating bagong courtside reporters na sina Christian Sebastian at Chloe Carrillo dito sa chatbox.
Chloe, hello. Christian. Hi, how are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Doing great. Okay, excited ba kayo being a courtside reporter? Kasi bigyan natin ng context mga courses nila, medtech, techcom.
Yeah.
Kailan mo nagsimula yung dream na, to be in front of the camera and be a courtside reporter? Sige, let's start with Chloe.
Yeah, well, for me, it started for season 95. There was an opening to become a courtside correspondent. So pretty much, you would do content for halftime. And then when I auditioned for that, I didn't realize that I was too young for the age requirement. And then after 2 years, I was 17 at the time that I auditioned.
Okay.
And then after that, I saw that there was an opening for courtside reporter, and then I was like, it's time na. And I finally fit into the age requirement. So I was like, this is the time. And then, now I'm here.
For Christian, anong course ni Christian?
Christian is in medtech. So how did you gain confidence to speak in front of the camera or to get into hosting? Because you told me a while ago that you also do hosting, right?
Yeah. Actually, pagpasok ko dito, yun na yung common question na naririnig ko. I'm a medtech student and tinatanong nila, bakit medtech ka and you're into hosting, ganyan. Pero back in senior high school, nag-audition ako as a host ng senior high namin. And yun, nag-host kami ng university events. And doon, naging ko yung mga experiences na kailangan ko. And pagdating ko ng college, naging student leader naman ako and I stopped hosting. Pero now, sa tingin ko, ito na yung right time para sa akin para bumalik dito sa field na to before I enter med school.
Okay, but do you like sports? In general, do you play or do you watch it? Si Christian, kasi siya yung guy. Usually the guys, they're more, naturally, more inclined to watching sports at the very least. Sige, si Christian.
Nung high school, meron akong unfinished business sa volleyball. Sobrang passionate ko before. Pero I auditioned dun sa team namin nung high school, pero hindi ako natanggap. So I guess ito yung way ko para i-continue unfinished business ko, which is yung pagiging courtside reporter.
Unfinished business.
Yeah, ang daming frustrated courtside reporters this season. Parang natuloy talaga yung mga pangarap nila.
More opportunities for everybody. Si Chloe naman, nanonood ka ba?
Yes, and actually in high school, I had a stint in women's basketball, but then I realized that maybe it's just because I was tall. That's why the coach was like, you could do this. But then I realized that might not be my forte. Then I started to get into the technicalities, with how they cover it in podcasts and YouTube videos. And I got really interested in how they analyze those things. That's why I also was interested with the job of a courtside reporter.
Interesting, because they are first-timers. And usually, first-timers, daming
Good job na hindi pinipilit sa ilalim. Iniikot niya yung bola, kaya nga naman marami na sa kanila ang nakakapuntos.
You're seeing the Arellano Chiefs right now, and Justin Arana with a little bit of everything so far in this basketball game. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, and a couple of rejections across his name. Sa kabila, Justin Calma again leading the way with 11 points. Pero humahabol yung kanyang ka-1-2 punch sa baste na si Itchy Altamirano. Third quarter action. About to begin. Ito po sa LaSalle Green Hills NCAA Season 97. Stronger together, buo ang puso. It is the first of our Sunday doubleheader. Afterwards, you guys will be seeing Mapua and EAC. Ay ko-cover naman po ng mga kaibigan natin dito, kapuso din, Anton Rojas and Coach Hammer Martin Antonio. But let's focus on this game first, and a 5 on the floor to begin. For the Stags, you have Kalahat, Altamirano, Calma, Sumoda is starting the second half for them, and Kenneth Villapando. Sa kabila naman, you got Valencia starting. That's the lone change in the starting unit here for Arellano. Valencia, Sablan, Arana, Doromal, at Jordan Santa Ana. That's not a good start for the Stags. A turnover right away.
And Coach Egay wants a good start, kaya pinagsabay-sabay na niya Altamirano, Villapando, diba? Nandiyan ulit si Sumoda, yung Twin Towers ng San Sebastian. Sumoda, Calma. Pero like what you said, that's not the kind of way you want to start if you're San Sebastian.
Alilinan sa pagbantay kay Justin Arana, Sumoda at Calma. Here's Jello Sablan. Tried to bank it in, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Mapupunta ang bola dito sa San Sebastian.
And that's what you want if you're San Sebastian. Force Arellano to take outside shots kasi kita natin ng first half, malakas yung Arellano when it comes to the interior. Yung atake nila, yung drive nila, and of course si Justin Arana.
Here's Altamirano, who only scored 2 points in our second quarter after exploding for 7 in the first. Kalahat in and out.
2 misses from the outside for both teams.
Here comes Doromal. We saw the confidence in the first half. Tignan natin kung magpapatuloy yan dito. Santa Ana will drive and will go all the way to the basket.
Pinaganda pa niya yung analysis ko. Sinabi nga natin, malakas ang Arellano when it comes to slashing to the basket, and Jordan Santa Ana getting his 7th point of this game.
We have a 2-point game here. Altamirano, pinabantayan ni Doromal. Sumoda providing the screen, the spin, the shot, the basket for Itzy Altamirano.
And that's how we started the game in the first quarter. Aggressive and going all the way to the cup. Itzy Altamirano also hitting double figures alongside JM Calma.
11 points apiece para sa parehong player na yon. Santa Ana here. Santa Ana, inilabas kay Arana. Arana, nakapikan sa likod ni Villapando. Doromal will recover and will take the 3, no go. Rebounded by Villapando.
Ganda ng dinedepensa dito ng San Sebastian, especially on Justin Arana. At eto na naman si JM Calma.
Calma going to work against Jello Sablan, and a traveling violation. So better defense that time from Jello.
Kita natin dito, Itzy Altamirano. Look at that spin and that offhand finish. Itzy Altamirano showing us the bag. At kita mo pag tinignan mo yung box scores ng San Sebastian, 11-11, tapos 4 na yung next. So kita mo, nandun pa din yung Alin RK na team, di ba? Na dalawa yung gumagawa.
Mabigat yung scoring load para sa dalawang player na to. Villapando for 3, and he knocks it down.
Sumama. Sali daw siya sa party, sabi ni Villapando. Dalawa lang pinag-uusapan natin
And that's Villapando's 5th point of the game. Arangkada ngayon ng baste. Puntahan natin si Christian. Go ahead.
Martin at Mikey, hindi ko alam kung basketball pa ba ang pinapanood ko o takbuhan dahil sa habulan ng score dito sa hardcore. Tila di rin alintana ang pagkawala ng top 2 scorer ng Golden Stags na si Alin Bolanadi at RK Ilagan. At sabi nga ng team captain na si JM Calma, nag-adjust sila in terms of scoring. Kinailangan nilang mag-step up at nag-fulfill ang ginawa ng dalawa last season 95. Martin and Mikey,
maraming salamat, Christian. Mabigat yung iniwan ng RK Ilagan and Alin Bolanadi, but so far it's been the 1-2 punch of Calma and Altamirano here. Pero nagsisimula na mag-contribute yung other guys na to. Katulad kanina ni Villapando, eto kakatres lang kanina before this play si Romel Kalahat. Santa Ana, count that one plus the foul. A strong drive for Jordan Santa Ana.
Jordan Santa Ana showing us the kind of strength you need to play on this level and in this league, kasi alam naman natin yung physicality dito sa NCAA, kitang-kita, pinapabayaan ng referees maglaro yung mga players natin. Another end one opportunity for Jordan Santa Ana.
And this guy is starting to hum here in the third quarter. Medyo binati natin yon, pero naka 2 points pa rin naman si Jordan Santa Ana doon. But Arellano trailing it by 8 right now. San Sebastian will try to pull away and build a double-digit lead. Pero off the spin, natawagan ng travel itong si JM.
Si JM ang medyo hindi pa nakakadiskarte dito sa ating second half. But still, you gotta make sure na he keeps himself in attack mode. Talking about JM Calma.
And they're talking about Arellano, they're putting a quicker sublan on Calma. Here's the corner pass. Hinahanap nila si Arana. That is well read. Good steal here coming from Baste. Villapando starting that. Naiwanan sa ilalim yung JM Calma.
And every time JM Calma sees the paint na wala si Justin Arana, kita mo sa mata niya na talagang kailangan ko na makascore bago pa ako ma-challenge ni Justin.
And the lead is now in double figures at 10 points. Justin Arana bumawi sa kabila.
Tumama na sa ilalim. Tingnan mo naman yung intensity ni Justin Arana asking for the basketball. Ako nang bahala sa inyo. Basta bigay nyo sa akin sa ilalim. Pupuntos at pupuntos ako, sabi ni Justin Arana.
Back to our coverage, and before the timeout, it was Justin Arana scoring his 10th point of the game. Karangkada kaya ulit ang Arellano dito. Tanungin natin si Michelle Naldo. Michelle?
Yes, Martin and Mikey on the Arellano side. All eyes are on Justin Arana as last season's Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. With the league's no import rule, sabi niya, pantay lang ang lahat. Di ko naman maasahang magdo-dominate ako, pero ang promise ko sa sarili ko at sa team ay gagawin ko ang best ko kada game. He shares na para magkaroon siya ng advantage over the rest. He hopes to bring in the experience he got from playing in other leagues. Sabi niya sa akin, the level of physicality and maturity of the athletes he played against outside of the NCAA pushed him to think faster when dealt with difficult situations. But after ending the first half behind, assistant coach Daryl Baila shares that to turn things around, dun sa defense lang talaga sila dapat mag-focus. Pero as co-captain this year, si Justin Arana naniniwala pa rin siya sa teamwork and that anything is possible basta kasama niya ang kanyang mga teammates na itinuturing na niyang mga kapatid. Back to you.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. At assistant coach now, si Baila. Dati player yan ng Arellano. That's what you want to hear from the star player of this Arellano team, Justin Arana. Again, that's what we were talking about earlier. Mike's gained a ton of experience in the 2-year layoff that we had by participating in different leagues and just going up against
grown men.
That's right.
And a couple of awards pa yung nakuha niya doon. Nag-mythical team siya sa iba't ibang liga. So kita mo that he dominated those leagues. So pag punta niya dito sa NCAA, syempre meron kang experience advantage.
At saka dito talaga motivated kasi this is your mother league, so you have to show out kung anong natutunan mo doon. Ito na, perfect time for you to showcase them. As Altamirano, speaking of some off-season work, off the dribble.
That was smooth, Ichi. That bag is really getting deeper for Altamirano.
13 apiece now for Altamirano and Calma. Here is Kalahat. Ito, nakadalawang tres siya to. Si Romel Kalahat. San Sebastian trying to pull away. And Romel Kalahat breaking free that time.
5 points in the last 3 possessions para dito kay Romel Kalahat. Ganda ng pinapakita niya dito. Tumutulong, umaambag.
And San Sebastian, or Arellano rather, trying to put out the fire here. Started by Baste. Concepcion driving baseline and getting the foul in the process. Now, as Archie heads to the free throw line, tignan natin dito yung galaw ni Kalahat.
Kumpiyansa off the ball screen. Ito yung sinasabi. Look at that. Across the pull-up, silky smooth release. 2 points para kay Ichi Altamirano. 13 in the game so far. Martin, this is one guy that needs to get going.
Yan.
Archie Concepcion. Because
one that we expected.
Isa to sa mga inaasahan ni Coach Cholo Martin, and nakakuha siya ng awa doon, but that's his first point of the ball game. Importante na makuha niya yung rhythm niya, especially pag papunta tayong fourth.
Baka makakuha siya ng kumpiyansa mula sa sumusuporta sa Arellano Online. Nandyan si John Leonard Dizon saying, "Go, go Chiefs." Again, we are broadcasting this live on YouTube as well. So marami tayong outlet for our fans. Si Miss Manrique, Chiefs mag-ingay. Ayan, Arellano go, sabi niya. At kumakahabol dito ang Arellano, a 13-point advantage though held by the Stags. Sabi ni Od Solomon, bravo, Baste. Mukhang gumagana yan. Arana here against Arana goes around and just going for the reverse.
Once he gets
display in this basketball game, kalahat wala yung layup niya, and ball will go back to the side of the Arellano Chiefs. Si Cosari pumasok para kay James Una. In the meantime, we got a timeout on the floor. 3 minutes remaining in our third quarter. It is a 50-39 advantage for the Stags. Magbabalik po kami.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Natin mga taga San Roque, Rosario, Batangas na nanonood ngayon. In the JRU community. Andyan din si Nevi Calma online. Go Baste. Nakasuporta din si Neil John sa San Sebastian. So a lot of people tuned in, especially online, YouTube, Facebook. And then po, hello po sa mga nanonood sa inyo via GTV and GMAnetwork.com as well. And also on GMA Pinoy TV. 50-39. Huling 3 minuto sa ating third quarter. It is Jello Sablan who's been quiet, by the way, in this game. Concepcion, wala yung putback. Arana with their second chance there.
Justin Arana starting to heat up here. 12 points para sa kanya. Sa larong ito, 5 of 8 from down low. San Sebastian needs to do a better job boxing out itong si Justin Arana.
And Arana just trying to will this team.
14 points na pala kay Villapando. 8 points naman para kay Kenneth Villapando, showing us the range.
That one from straight away para dito kay Kenneth Villapando. Bilis na ibinawi yung puntos kanina ni Arana. Concepcion. Valencia. Spins. Valencia puts it in. Nice move.
Galaw doon ni Valencia. Nasa labas si Justin Arana kaya napa-atake to si Valencia.
53-43 is the count. Villapando hit a 3 earlier. Binigay kay Calma. Altamirano now trying to utilize that screen. A foul on the bump by Jello Sablan.
Useless foul there para kay Jello Sablan. Kitang-kita kung saan tayo nakaupo. Medyo na-frustrate doon si Coach Cholo. This is Villapando off the ball screen. You go under. Let me shoot the shot, sabi ni Villapando. Pero dito si Valencia. The spin cycle and the finish para kay Valencia. A couple of highlights from both gunners dito sa NCAA.
So Michael Are in the ball game now for Baste to finish the third quarter. Sumoda. Cabal. with the jumper too strong. And here comes Doromal with 1:20 remaining sa ating third quarter. They go to Justin Arana here against Sumoda. Arana, sinalubong ng help. Arana couldn't score on the other side.
So what Coach Ega is doing, pag nakuha ni Arana, biglang magto-2-3, biglang sosona itong San Sebastian, kaya sobrang sikip sa ilalim. Villapando! Lumabas.
Nakuha na niya.
Anti-climactic yung sigaw ko dun. Akala ko makakadalawa na siya.
Nakuha na yung flyby eh.
Pero tingnan mo, pagkuha ni Justin Arana, biglang
Magre-react na.
sosona. So ang importante for Arellano, I believe, hindi pwedeng basta kumuha si Justin tas pumoste. They need to find him to break the defense down and find him on these rolls.
Ito siya ngayon nag-set ng screen doon. Mintes lang yung tira ni Doromal. Michael Are tracking the ball down. Here comes Are. Agent 0 for San Sebastian. They swing the ball around. Here is Gabat. One half of the Gabat brothers. Are trying to navigate here, sending it out to Gabat again from the left wing. Too strong. Doromal. Arellano trying to take advantage. Doromal, forcing the issue right there and scores off the bank.
And staring down itong si Are is Doromal. Pero tingnan natin kung babawi si Are dito.
Last second shot here. Hindi pumasok para dito kay Gabat.
Ganda ng panapos dun ng Arellano. Kahit papano, nababa nila. Below double digits itong kalamangan. 8 na lang ang tinitingnan nila papasok ng fourth quarter.
We are preparing for an exciting fourth quarter action of this game. Tignan muna natin yung mga highlights natin na naganap sa ating third. This was the spin cycle earlier by Itchy Altamirano. 13 points for that guy. Pero ito ang nagparamdam din para sa San Sebastian. 2-3 para kay Kenneth Villapando. And Valencia with a nice move here. But it is the San Sebastian Stags with the 8-point lead.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Guteng. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bunipassio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Bonnie lang yung tawag saan, Bonnie. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm J.O. Ambohot, 25 years old, 6'7", position, power forward. Nanggaling ako sa New Bataan, Davao de Oro, at doon ako natuto mag-basketball. Tinatawag nila akong Yoy. Di ko din alam ba't yung binabansag nila sa akin.
My name is Kenneth Villapando from Tondo, forward 6'2". Bago mag-start yung pandemic, nag-online training na kami. Hindi kami inaan ng loob para mag-give up hanggang sa matuloy-tuloy itong NCAA.
Hi, I'm Fran Yu, 23 years old, 5'9", point guard from the Letran Knights.
Martin Javier alongside Mikey Reyes and of course our two courtside reporters, Michelle Naldo and Christian Sebastian. Fourth quarter about to begin. It is the Stags with the 8-point lead, Mikes.
Winning time here, fourth quarter. This is when the stars come out, and dun naman sa mga baguhan, dito nila mapapakita na kaya nila when crunch time comes.
And look at the hustle of this guy. He scored his 2 points earlier in the third quarter. Nagdagdag dito sa paniwala ng ating fourth quarter. Valencia with a basket to open the fourth.
Ito yung mga kailangan mong players na umambag din. Hindi lang pwedeng Justin Arana, Jordan Santa Ana lang. Kailangan umambag ng iba.
Kalahat. That's a foul. And this will be on Jello Sablan. Sakto yun, nakataas na siya ng kamay.
Alam na niya. Look at Coach Cholo Martin trying to lead Arellano back to the Final Four. I believe the last time they were in the Final Four. Ito muna si Doromal for the finish. Defense to offense for Arellano. I believe the last time was Coach Jericho Diniera, diba?
Right.
Gio Halalon. Finals pa yun.
Finals, oo.
No,
Tagal-tagal na.
By the way, makaka-partner mo si Coach Jerry dito when the time comes, ha? Isa pa sa mga analyst natin dito yan.
Abangan niyo po yan. Coach Jerry Codeniera.
Coach Aris, di mo
unahan as well.
Coach Makuan and Papa Bear.
Papa Bear, nandito din. So abangan niyo po yan. Variety of offerings here as we take a look at the steal and the score. Ganda nung abang doon ni Doromal. Able to score on the other side.
Quick run para sa Arellano. 4 na lang ang kalamangan dito ng San Sebastian. Mababawasan pa ba ni Justin yon?
Arana running into a double. One-legged fadeaway will not work.
Pero kita mo, pag ikot niya, meron agad sumalubong. Ganda ng depensa ng San Sebastian. I mean, for sure, kahit anong gawin mo, sa sobrang laki at sa sobrang galing din ni Justin Arana, makakascore at makakascore siya. Pero kita mo na talagang pinaghandaan nila si Justin Arana. But on the other side, Jello Sablan still on the floor. Pero mukhang pinapagpag niya yung kanang ankle niya.
Crashing on our sideline there, Jello Sablan. Ito, good to see him that he can walk properly going to the bench. Pero halatang may ininda doon si Jello Sablan, so uupo muna siya. Santa Ana, by the way, back in the game for Coach Cholo with 3 personal fouls. Calma, missing on the triple try. So Moda puts it back in.
Yun ang kailangan siguraduhin ng Arellano, yung mga defensive rebound na gano'n. Pinag-usapan natin yan nung halftime. Second chance points, nakakarami dito ang San Sebastian.
55 to 49. First 2 points of the fourth quarter for Baste. A trap here. Here is the outside shot. Tapos, balik ang bola sa Baste.
Pero nag-adjust na rin yung Arellano because in the first half, 8 second chance points itong San Sebastian. In the second half, 2 pa lang. Yun pa lang. Yung kay Sumoda pa lang sa ilalim kanina.
Oo, dahil kanina talaga halftime natin, yung stats na finlash namin, diamado talaga sa rebounds at saka sa second chance points. Itong Baste, Calma gets his own miss. Here's the pass inside. Altamirano, a sorry miss, but he will head to the line for 2.
Could have been a 3-point play para kay Itchy Altamirano, but he will get 2 free throws nonetheless and try to, extinguish the fire na sinisimulan dito ng Arellano.
And Calma showing us the passing as well.
Nagkakaamu yan. Matagal ng teammate yung dalawang yan.
Altamirano able to make the first.
Ang pagkakaiba lang may bola sila ngayon.
Yan. Kanila na.
Sana hindi nanonood si RK at si Alin.
By the way, that duo doing very well. The professional leagues. Jello Sablan, ito. Sinusubukan niya itong kanyang right ankle. See if he will be able to get back in this ball game. Again, siya kanina yung bumabantay kay JM Calma.
A wasted opportunity there for Itchy, pero still, lamang pa rin sila ng 7 dito.
Nabawi na yung puhunan kanina ng Arellano Chiefs. Doromal from the free throw line. That's too strong. Rebound goes to Justin Arana. Arana again, a quick double. Valencia, no. And again, Arana tracks it down. Pasa na, deflect ni Sumoda. Villapando on the move. Altamirano, 3-on-1. Altamirano all the way.
Turnover there, galing sa Arellano. Atake kagad sa kabila itong San Sebastian. At nasagot na kagad nila yung early run ng Arellano to start the fourth quarter. And Jordan Santa Ana,
that's what he needs to do. Di nga lang pumasok yun. Arana, wala pa rin.
Medyo minamalas na dito sa ilalim itong Arellano. And Coach Cholo asking for a foul. Hindi nabigyan dun si Justin.
So 58 to 49. It is a 9-point lead with under 7 minutes remaining in our ball game. Kalahat. Sumoda providing the screen. Kalahat, the spin. Naabangan ni Arana. That's another block for Arana. Tormal on the move. Tormal. Binigay kay Karandang. With a 2 points.
Kailangan ng Arellano umatake. Try to find easy baskets. Kasi nga medyo minamalas na sila. And maybe with those easy baskets, makuha nila yung kumpiyansa nila. Because right now, they're only down by 7 with 6 minutes remaining in this game.
It's always nice to see fresh faces starting out in the industry and accompanying them on their journey as they grow to be broadcast professionals. Let's get to know our 2 guests whose dreams have just come true as they are chosen to be part of the 13 NCAA Courtside Reporters for season 97. On Chatbox, here are Avia Zunic and Eden Hernandez.
Woo!
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing?
Good.
First off, we want to congratulate you for getting selected out of hundreds to audition for Courtside Reporters.
Thank you.
Feelings first, because you've been through a lot since that that confirmation, that announcement up to here. Dami niyo nang dumaan. Feelings about being. $58-51 is our tally here as we resume action in the 4th quarter of this game. Paste in the lead. Valencia will add to their total. So 5-point lead held by San Sebastian. Puntahan natin si Christian Sebastian.
Mukhang di muna pa para sa Arellano at mukhang dediretso pa sa Quiapo ang pagkapanalo ngayong araw. Sabi nga ni Kenneth Villapando, di daw sila iniwan ni Coach Egay at in-ignite daw nito ang fire sa kanilang heart kahit na limited lang ang kanilang equipment sa pagtitrain. Tinanong ko nga si Coach Egay kanina bago magsimula ang laban at sinabi niya sa akin, itataya daw niya ang kanyang buhay para sa laban na ito. Martin at Mikey?
Ang gusto mong marinig
from
their
ganun,
coach.
Huwag naman ganun, coach.
Relax lang, coach.
Mahal ka namin, Coach Egay.
Oo. Relax lang.
Hindi, pero yun din ang passion, ni
talaga.
Coach Egay Makaray. Alam naman natin yan si Coach Egay, matagal na rin sa basketball scene at marami rin napag-champion.
Championan, ha?
Oo, dami. Kaya
So,
dito, gusto niya mag-champion naman sa San Sebastian.
Altamirano. Sumirada sa labas, wala. So San Sebastian maintaining the 5-point lead. Calma, putting it on the floor, inilabas. Somoda, no.
Ganda rin ang bitaw talaga ng Somoda. Ang hirap naman ng big man, tapos biglang lalabas lang ng ganun. But you like how Arellano attacked again yung fast break kanina.
Right.
Kaya 5 na lang na naman ang tinitignan nila. They've made runs eh. Kailangan lang talaga nilang i-maintain.
And Jordan Santa Ana on cue, Mikey.
Kaya naman may kilos talaga yan. Pisa pa lang na nakita natin yan eh. Tatlo na lang, Martin.
Tatlo na lang ang lamang dito. And again, an exciting finish coming up in this basketball game. Jordan Santa Ana now with 12 points. Villapando.
Sumingit, no? Sumingit dun sa maliit na eskinita doon.
At dahil umahabol dito ang Arellano, puntahan natin si Michelle Nato. Go ahead, Michelle.
Martin and Mikey, to pick up on what you guys were saying kanina na si Sablan at si Concepcion medyo tahimik. Ngayon, I talked to assistant coach Baila again and he shares na that's because they wanted to focus the ball on Arana. But he's saying now that kapansin-pansin na Arana needs help, they'll begin to engage these 2 players. But going to Coach Cholo naman, he also reminds his team before the 4th quarter na follow your man, di pwede iwanan. That's what we're hoping to see in this last moments of today's game. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. That's the initial plan always in every game for Arellano, to establish Justin Arana first and then get the other guys going. And speaking of the other guys, it is Santa Ana Nakakahanap ng kumpiyansa sa fourth quarter, Mikes.
Parang ayaw nga niyang nababansag ang other guy ata. Gusto niya big guy. After Justin Arana, it's been Jordan Santa Ana. 14 points na para kay Santa Ana. And Justin Arana gets his 4th block of the game. Natay na niya yung season high ni Renz Abanto. Apat na.
So yun, talaga na-inspired to sa performance si Renz kahapon. Tignan natin itong move kanina ni Jordan Santa Ana. Back-to-back baskets for this guy. And again, another slash for him. He's got 14 points. Tap na sila ni Arana na may 14 points dito sa ating laban. Arellano tumatakbo ulit. Arellano, Sablan is back in the ball game.
Jordan Santa Ana wants that basketball. 1-on-1 daw.
He is feeling it right now. Arana, face-to-face against Sumoda. Arana, spin. Ooh, pass inside. It was deflected by a Stag. So mananatili ang bola dito sa Arellano, but they only have 6 seconds to work with.
Should have taken the shot there para kay Justin Arana. That's his move, yung one-legged fadeaway sana. Akala ko yun na. Pero ito may 6 seconds sila to find something.
They find Arana here. Arana off the back. It goes for Justin Arana. And don't look now, Mikey. It's just a 1-point game.
Pa-timeout dito si Coach Ega, and rightfully so, nabura yung...
It's the 2nd year of the NCAA GMA partnership, so that means our coverage team is also expanding. This season, we'll be introducing 13 fresh faces that are going to be reporting from the sidelines of the coming games. Today, we'll get to know 3 of them. Kasama natin ngayon sa chat box sila Sofia Rodelas, Bailey's Acot, at Chantal Laude.
Yay! Hello, guys. Hello.
Thank you so much.
And how do you feel that you are finally a courtside reporter here in the NCAA? Okay, let's start with Sophia.
You know, when they text me, na pasok pala ako, it was actually during my birthday.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what I told them. It was actually my birthday that you guys messaged me, so thank you so much. It was like a birthday gift.
What a gift!
Yeah.
What a gift. Congratulations. Oh.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hindi pala nila alam.
Hindi pala sinare sa mga batch nila.
Baileys.
For me, it's been breathtaking. The experience, all of it. It's overwhelming being here, being in front of you guys. And most importantly, thankful that we got this opportunity. I can speak for all of us. And so yeah, that's thankful. Thank you.
And Chantal?
Ako naman, it still feels so surreal. Because ever since entering college, I really told myself and my parents, I'm gonna be a CSR. I want it. It feels like I manifested it. Funny story, same as Sophia. The day when I was texted, the morning of that day, I was scrolling through TikTok and I was like...
Abante, itong San Sebastian ang malaki. Pero ito na ang Arellano.
We are being treated to an exciting matchup. Pati si Boss Bombit natutuwa na sa laro natin dito sa NCAA. Ito na ang Arellano. Great stop there and a chance to snatch that lead with 3 minutes remaining in this game.
Let's see kung paano didiskarte ang Arellano. A crucial possession for them. 2 lefties going at each other. And Altamirano getting the better of Jordan Santa Ana that time.
Parang kinakapos pa yung Arellano. Like they have chances to gain that lead. Pero nababalik pa yung bola papuntang San Sebastian.
Golden opportunity na yon. Now the Stags have the golden opportunity to extend this lead and put out the fire. A foul on Axel Doromal. Pangatlo sa kanya, free throw coming up para sa San Sebastian.
It's been a duel between duos for both teams. 29 points combined para kay Itchy Altamirano and JM Calma. Para naman sa Arellano, 30 points combined for Justin Arana and Jordan Santa Ana. So these 4 players have really affected this game positively for their respective teams, especially offensively.
And that is approved by the Sultan of Stats.
Diba? 30-29. Ang bilis ko mag-math dun, bro.
Mental calculation. Props. So 14 seconds on the clock of Baste. 3:01 remaining sa ating fourth quarter. JM Calma, who's been a bit silent here in the second half. Corner shot.
Sorry, miss there. Medyo masama yung mintis doon ni Itchy. Medyo lumamig si Itchy. Dito sa fourth quarter, hindi pa siya masyadong nakakapuntos. At eto na naman, pagkakataon para sa Arellano to get that lead back.
Here's Jordan Santa Ana bringing it down. Sablan from straight away! The bank is open for Jello Sablan. And this is not a good sight right after para kay Itchy Altamirano.
Linggong-linggo, pumunta ng bangko. Itong si Jello Sablan. I was about to say, I don't think that was the best shot for that possession. Pero 3 puntos, kukunin niya ni Coach Cholo Martin.
And now, Arellano has the lead, 62-60. Ito yung bigay ni Santa Ana, Sablan from the top of the key.
Naapakan ni Itchy Altamirano yung screen doon ni Jordan Santa Ana and he will have to hit the bench. Dito sa last 2 and 38, tingnan natin kung makakabalik pa siya. Kakailanganin siya, brother. Down 2 na sila.
Kailangan siya dito. 13-2 run for the Arellano Chiefs. And now they hold the lead, 62-60. Are. Naagawan, Arana ahead to Doromal. Sumoda is there. Oh, Doromal really bothered by the defense of Sumoda.
And if your best player is on the floor hustling for loose balls, that's exactly what you need to get this win.
Santa Ana with a spin. Just no good on the shot. Calma secures the board.
I think the biggest question here for both teams, who are your closers? Si JM Bayon, wala sa pagkakataong yun. Wala si RK, wala si Alim. They need to find a closer.
Ooh. Justin Arana is down and holding on to his knee. And I think that was after he tapped the ball.
Ayaw natin makita to, Martin. That is the least part na gusto natin makita na hinahawakan ng player. Hopefully, it's nothing serious dito kay Justin Arana.
Matarana is still down here. Tignan natin yung nangyari dito, Mikes. Battle for the board. It was the right knee.
Sa landing.
Sa landing. Nung nagkasabayan sila ni Sumoda.
He is still on the floor.
So Justin Arana being attended to right now. Again, we are hoping it's not serious for Justin. Because he is the life of this Arellano team.
Oh yeah, the heart and soul of this Arellano team. And I called it before this game, to me the best Filipino center in college basketball, and he showed it today. 16 and 15 for Justin Arana, and he can't put weight on that right knee.
And he's being helped to the bench here of the Arellano Chiefs. Ito yung ibang angle natin. Arana battling.
Pero may contact eh. May contact kay Sumoda. I think mas gusto na nating makita na may contact.
So that knee will be iced on the bench. But Justin Arana will not be able to finish this game. He is holding on to his knee, pero may itinuturo din siya dun sa kanyang quad area. So 149 remaining.
Pero mukhang may tinamaan, Martin. I just asked yung taga-Arellano. Mukhang tumama
may
naman.
Collision.
So kung knee-to-knee collision, mas okay na sa atin yun. But Sumoda!
Jesse Sumoda with a big three-pointer for Baste. And they grab the lead again.
Down by 1 is Arellano. But what a shot there para kay Sumoda. Kanino sila pupunta nang walang Justin Arana?
Sablan, hindi makakabawi. Sumoda with the rebound.
Ito na ang San Sebastian. A chance to extend this lead further.
Romel Kalahat, may tangan ng bola. 1:10 remaining in our game. Kalahat for 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by Valencia.
A minute remaining. No Justin Arana na. Mukhang hindi na makakabalik. So 1 minute to go. Jordan Santa Ana will have to take over in the next few possessions.
He is up against Villapando. Santa Ana, nice play. Sablan, pinayungan ng 4 na yellow shirts.
Ganda ng pasa doon ni Jordan Santa Ana, but great recovery. May slight split second na nag-fumble yung bola. Naka-recover yung mga Stags natin. And Jello Sablan will have to earn these points from the line.
And Justin Arana on the bench. Jello Sablan will have the opportunity here to give the lead back to Arellano as he makes the first free throw.
Okay. Injury report? Ako na rin ang mag-injury report. Hindi naman daw pumitik.
Okay.
So yun ang importante. Makakahinga tayo dito.
Yan. At sa lahat ng mga Arellano fans natin na nanonood
at
ngayon.
NCAA fans, brother.
Yan. Sablan, 2 out of 2, and they are back on top. 64-63.
Big free throws there from Jello Sablan. I think San Sebastian needs to attack the paint habang wala si Arana.
That's right. Here's the kick out. Villapando! No! Kalma nakaabang. Wala pa rin. Are tracks it down. A cardiac finish here in the fourth quarter. Oh, Paul will go back to Arellano.
Now this is the dilemma. If you're Coach Egay, will you foul? Medyo masikip na rin kasing 20 seconds remaining. Pag inubos ng Arellano yung shot clock, 3 segundo na lang natitira. So, will Coach Egay foul or will Coach Egay's team just play honest defense and try to make a stop?
So that's something we will find out as we go into this timeout. Abante ng isa ang Arellano Chiefs.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Back to the ball game. That guy on your screens, monster numbers today, but he is not able to accompany his team in the final moments of this one because of that injury earlier. But this was the three-pointer earlier. Gutsy three-pointer by Jesse Sumoda. Pero nabalikan sila ni Jello Sablan ng 2 free throw, kaya abante ulit eto nga Arellano Chiefs.
And they force the turnover. Talking about the Chiefs, they have the basketball with 27 seconds remaining. Again, ito yung dilemma.
Yan.
Will San Sebastian foul or play honest defense and risk na maubusan sila lalo ng oras?
Yan. So here is the setup for the Arellano Chiefs. A good situation for them because they were able to draw up a play during the timeout.
Ito, tingnan natin.
So
you want this matchup.
Santa Ana, Sumoda. Santa Ana, the spin, the shot, and able to draw the foul. So Santa Ana will have an opportunity to add to their lead at the free throw line.
That possession was too crucial para mag-switch ka. Nung nakita ni Jordan Santa Ana, he had a much bigger but slower itong si Sumoda sa harapan niya. humingi na ng isolation. He went to work. Ganda sana ng depensa doon ng mga Stags, pero nahuli, natapik sa kamay. Itong si Jordan Santa Ana, 2 free throws for him. But still, one possession game pa rin to kahit ma-shoot ni Jordan Santa Ana itong dalawa.
Pareho. 8.9 seconds remaining, so that is a guarantee. May isa pang possession ng Stags and they will, have to work on that 8.9 seconds na nalalabi dito sa ating laban.
And they still have 1 timeout.
1 timeout remaining.
Ayun, nagbinti si Jordan. So, this is not, kumbaga, hindi pa tapos to.
Right.
This is not a done deal para sa Arellano. Pero ito'y masakit eh. Wala kang RK, obviously. Wala kang Alin. Wala pa si Ichi. So, I mean, JM Calma's there, but you need a guard.
Right.
Na medyo siya magbababa, siya didiskarte. So, who will that be? We can look at Are, si Kalahat, maganda rin yung nilaro. Tingnan natin sino dito ang magsi-step up.
Second free throw coming up for Jordan Santa Ana. Mintes pareho. He got his own miss. Santa Ana will waste away the time. That's at least 4 seconds off the clock, Mikey. Matapos yung kanyang offensive rebound.
Masakit dun yung shooter pa ang nakakuha ng rebound off a miss, off a free throw. Medyo malambot yung box out doon ni Una. At ngayon na matitest naman sa free throw line itong si Doromal after Jordan Santa Ana misses 2.
So a timeout.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Doromal makes both, makes one, misses both. It's still a 1-possession game. Pero makikita natin dito ulit yung injury kay Justin Arana. And I asked him already from afar, mukhang hyperextend yung knee niya, na hyperextend. I think, like what we said kanina off cam, that's the best case possible na.
That's right.
Okay na tayo doon, honestly.
May chance pang makabalik. Ayan.
Oh, not today, but like in the next few weeks siguro. Masakit lang din dyan. O single round robin tayo.
Yun, maigsi lang yung season natin.
And I think may stretcher na din nilabas. So I don't know if he can really put weight on it eh. Pero they can still get this dub. They're up by 1, 5 seconds remaining. Doromal with 2 free throws. This is an ideal situation for Arellano, especially being down by as much as 12 points against the Stags.
So it is Axel Doromal.
16-15, no? Justin Arana. Walang free throw.
Correction, rather.
Okay, so they have to foul.
A sideline inbound for the Arellano Chiefs.
One more foul and they're in penalty. So, hindi natin kilala din kasi masyado. Sinong bibigyan mo ng bola?
Yan. Who will be the player that they will go to here? So, si Doromal din ang nakakuha, fouled by Sumoda.
Hindi natin masabi pa sino yung worst free throw shooter sa Arellano. Pero si Doromal ang matetest dito.
So, Axel Doromal with 2 free throws, trying to extend this lead of Arellano. First one does not get the bounce.
3 straight misses para sa Arellano from the line.
There's another one coming up, a chance to extend it to 2.
May isang timeout pa dito ang San Sebastian. If ever Doromal makes this, they can call timeout. But if he misses, kailangan umatake agad sa kabila ang San Sebastian. They cannot call timeout.
So Axel Doromal, the second one, goes in.
I'd rather have it go in if I'm San Sebastian. Kasi at least makaka-draw up ka ng play. Kung magmintis, you had 3.6 seconds to attack dun sa kabila. Medyo mahirapan ka na. So okay na din to for San Sebastian. And of course, Coach Egay, one of the best tacticians we have in the NCAA, makakadrop ng play.
In their first game, masusubukan yung after timeout play netong San Sebastian. 3.6 seconds remaining. They have an option, Mikey, to tie the game or go for the win.
Hindi lang si Coach Egay ang matcha-challenge, pati si Coach Cholo. Alam bakit? Kasi kung last season yan, alam mo na, bantayan nyo si RK, bantayan nyo si Alin. Ngayon hindi mo alam kung kanino mapupunta ang bola. And the stretcher is here for Justin Arana.
Again, prayers for Justin Arana.
We are still hopeful that is not something na will keep him sidelined throughout the season. And also, brother, basically 2 seasons tayo this year.
Exactly.
So, hindi lang isang season.
Yan.
So talagang we are praying that this injury to Justin Arana is not as serious as what we fear. Hindi natin masabi kung ano yung kinakatakutan natin.
And he had such a good performance today, Mikey.
15-16, 16-15.
16 and 15.
7 dun, offensive rebounds. 4 blocks pa.
And 4 rejections. And over 50% from the field because it was 7 out of 13. The big guy in the middle for Arellano, Justin Arana.
Ikaw, Marts, alam ko ako yung analyst dito. Saan pupunta ang San Sebastian? Wala si RK, wala si Alin.
Palakasan ng loob.
Wala na yung mga Jamil Ortoste. Wala na eh. So, ano yun sila pupunta?
But they have a lot of players that can shoot the 3-point shot here.
At wala rin si Ichi.
Wala rin si Ichi, that's right. Kanina kasi na-injure si Altamirano. So it is Are for the inbound. Finding Calma here. They don't need a 3. Are for 3! No! And Arellano will survive this game and escape with a 2-point win against the San Sebastian Stags, 65-63.
Arellano stealing this one away from San Sebastian, down by as much as 12, coming out with the victory. At sumubok pa si Desoyong, nakawin pabalik naman sa kanila yung panalo, kaya lang napalakas yung 3 puntos niya doon. Would have gone in, would have given them the win, pero still ang more important story dito is Justin Arana's health, kung makakabalik pa siya, hopefully next game or the coming weeks.
Again, prayers for Justin Arana, the main player of this Arellano Chiefs team, the heart and soul. 16 points and 15 rebounds for this guy today and 4 rejections. They were down big earlier, but he was the main reason why they were able to come back and steal this one. So Justin Arana, we're definitely hoping for the best for Arellano's big guy. But they take their first win of the season, 65-63, at the expense of the San Sebastian Golden Stags.
Well, yung player of the game natin was obviously Justin Arana with 16 points and 15 rebounds. But since lumabas na siya, pinalitan muna natin. Pero mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan.
So, punta muna tayo for a quick break. Mamaya po, pag-uusapan natin ang ating best player of the game. Okay, Ngales.